We are out of the competition of African Cup, but we still have the case of Hervé Bopda. This issue of Hervé Bopda actually make us lose the game against Nigeria. Imagine you are a parent and you got a daughter of 16 years who actually was, you give her 500,000 safer. This girl is naive, she know nothing. And a week later, this girl gets sick as she got a lot of things which I cannot mention here coming from her private part.
Technician, entrepreneur, business people, traveler, Fokou Media is your channel. Subscribe, like and share.
Let's have a conversation on this issue in Cameroon. In Cameroon, there's a name actually going on social media called Hervé Bopda. Do you know about Hervé Bopda? Who is Hervé Bopda? It's true he's a Cameroonian, but this Cameroonian living in Cameroon is look like this person's working with a syndicate who actually making a challenge to the government. I'm going to ask myself, where are we? Are we still having the right of living? Are we still have that right of expressing ourselves? Is it if you got money, you're going to use the money to oppress others? Are you going to use the money to oppress people? Are you going to use your money to abuse people? Are you going to use your money to destroy the society? Guys, this situation, we have to talk about it. Yes, we may not have money like Hervé Bopda. We may not have money like his family. We may not have money like that syndicate it belonged to, but we got a voice to talk. We have to talk about it. So at least we can give some few education to our youth. We can give education to our women. We can give education to our children, because the children are the target. Imagine you are a parent and you got a daughter of 16 years who actually was, she's naive, she know nothing, she just finished high school. You got a company who can make her dream come true, and for that, this young girl fall on you. You took a woman on the streets which was pregnant of 6 months of her child. You abused this woman. You abused the woman in your place whereby this woman lost water. And that's how this woman gives to birth premature child. And then after a week, this child died. This man with his power have actually taken the soul of this young woman. She get married and she cannot give to birth. And she will remain like this without a child because of another person who abused her. Can you imagine you took a young child to a place called Boya in Cameroon? This young girl is less than 18. And when she's going back, you guys give her 500,000 safer. This girl is naive, she know nothing. And a week later, this girl gets sick as she got a lot of things which I cannot mention here coming from her private parts. Guys, he took this practice from his father. There was a company in Cameroon called Afrique Construction. I can say Afrique Construction. So this company was owned by a man called Emmanuel Bobda. Emmanuel Bobda is a father of this Hervé Bopda. Emmanuel Bobda was the owner of Afrique Construction. This is the company who sell construction material in Cameroon. And Emmanuel Bobda is no longer alive. He died, he passed on. And before he passed on, he actually passed his practice to his son, Hervé Bopda, who is now currently destroying our women in Cameroon, destroying our youth in Cameroon. And we're going to call upon of the government, upon of the authority of Cameroon to do something about this. They have to take this matter seriously. Otherwise, our youth What's going to be the future of these youth? What's going to be the future of these young women? What's going to be the future of these young children? Guys, if you're a parent, you should know what I'm talking about. You should feel the pain of seeing your daughter be abused by a man of this age. So, Emmanuel Bobda, the father of Hervé Bopda, was the owner of Afrique Construction in Cameroon. This company is a company who sells construction material. Emmanuel Bopda, the father of Hervé Bopda, who abused the wife of his worker. And then Emmanuel Bopda was owning the gun. Yes, he was having a firearm. And if it actually go to your wife and then you try to talk, it's going to treat you, it's going to embarrass you, it's going to fire you, it's going to intimidate you with his firearm. So no one could talk to him. He is the one who only have reason. And the son actually learned from the father. And then after the father passed on, the son used the same strategy. My worry is that why this man is still walking around. Why this man is still continue doing his practice in our children. Why this man continue destroying our youth. Is it because the Cameroon authority is so soft? Or they don't have any evidence? After the testimony of all the victims, you can go and type Hervé Bopda. You hear the story. This young man of 40 years and plus is busy destroying our youth, is busy traumatizing our youth, is busy traumatizing our community, guys. We have to talk this thing louder. We have to call the authority to come here and help us. We have to call even the international view on this matter. Because we are talking about a man who actually abused more than 100 children around Cameroon. And we actually don't know, maybe around the world. It is the time for Cameroon authority to investigate this man. Cameroon authority, Cameroon government must give an ear to these young people, to these young children, to these women who are crying since many years about this Hervé Bopda. Yeah, there cannot be this kind of testimony without the reality. So we can use our voice to call the government, the authority of Cameroon, to look into this issue, because we cannot keep seeing this kind of person walking free in the respected country like Cameroon. We cannot keep seeing this kind of person walking around with the firearm and intimidate our youth and abuse our children, and we sit and we don't say anything. I don't have anything to do about this case. I got only my voice to call out there by the people who got that power to investigate into this matter. People who got that authority to actually check on this issue. Where is the truth? Where is the truth in this issue? And then if somebody have committed an offense, yeah, the person have to pay the consequence. If somebody have abused, yeah, the person need to pay the consequence. If somebody have attacked your privacy, your private part, without you giving the permission, you have to pay for it. We cannot encourage that. It's very painful. Me, I'm a parent, I'm a father. I can't imagine something like this happen to my child. I can't imagine somebody abuse my daughter. Guys, let's talk about this issue. It's very important for us to talk. We may not have a power of going arresting that person. We may not have a power to take him to court. We may not have a power to take him to jail, but we still have our free mouth to talk about it. By talking about this, I still believe that somebody who got a power to take that person to book will come out. Somebody who have the power to prosecute that person will come out. Somebody who have a power to put it in jail will come out. This issue of Hervé Bopda actually make us lose the game against Nigeria. Cameroon is supposed to win the game. We are out of the competition of African Cup, but we still have the case of Hervé Bopda to follow it. We need to bring the clarity on this issue. We need to prove to those who was victim that there's a law in Cameroon. We need to prove to those who was victim about this abuse that we are ones. We are one people of Cameroon, one people of Africa, and one people in the world. We abuse men, children, even artists. It came to my attention that Guy Watson, a Cameroonian musician, actually have a deal with this Hervé Bopda. And this Hervé Bopda abused him by using that influence he got, by using that syndicate he got to abuse people in Cameroon. What happened with Guy Watson? Guy Watson actually wanted to sell a Toyota Yaris, a car. And then he approached this Hervé Bopda as a billionaire, as a person who got a lot of money. That's how Guy Watson actually trusts Hervé Bopda. Hervé Bopda gave an offer to buy his car for 3 million, whereby Hervé Bopda gave him a deposit of 1 million cash. The balance was 2 million. And Guy Watson trusts this man a lot because he's a billionaire. Up till today, this man have never paid back the balance of 2 million. Instead of giving back the balance of 2 million, he's going to attack and intimidate Guy Watson. I'm just asking myself, if this story is true, because we got this story in social media, but if it's happened that this story is true, how can you took the car of somebody he was selling for 3 million, you give him deposits of 1 million, you are on the possession of the car, and the balance of 2 million, you actually make an affidavit of paying back the 2 million. You stand in oath that you're going to pay back the 2 million in social period. In that period, you didn't pay the 2 million. And when he claims his money back, you intimidate him till the level he cannot talk. My question would be, how are we going to live in a good society if we cannot respect our rights? How are we going to survive in the society where those who got relationship with the big so-called authority, those who got their strong relationship with these people in the community, who will be oppressing the small people who doesn't have that power? If this story is true, guys, please, let's talk out. Let's talk out till the authority of Cameroon listen. Let's talk out till people around the world listen, so that those people who commit this kind of crime will be punished. People who commit this kind of offense will be punished. You know, today, internet is telling us a lot, but when you listen to all these things, it's true that we cannot prove what other people are saying. But if one person, 2 people, 3 people, 100 people are talking about one thing, there might be truth somewhere. Hoping that the authority of Cameroon will look at it. Hoping people got a right of proceed the case will look of it. If the story is true, don't you think that that man could be sick? If this story is true, don't you think that this man is a sick person? That is ignoring that he's sick? Don't you think that we should go close to this man and find out if we can help him before he damages the society? He got a way of proceeding. He come to you as a gentle person, as a very good citizen for the first time, proposing you, giving exchange the phone number, proposing to help you in your business, proposing to help you in your activity, proposing to change your life, just in the good way, like a great gentleman. The next one, when you are in the private place with him, and then he will ask to abuse you, and then if you protest, if you refuse, he will slap you. He will slap you. He will change his jacket to be now a rude person. He will change his jacket to be now a bad person. And then if you continue to resist, he's gonna pull out his gun. He'll show you the firearm. He'll show you the firearm, and just like me, everyone in front of the firearm will cool down. Because he abuse you, he slap you, he show you the firearm. And you are not just a fragile person, and then he's gonna make use of you. And then when he finish making use of you, he give you money. He give you money, and then he makes sure he send one of his people called like bodyguard to know where you stay. And they will still tell you, if you talk, we will know where to find you. And that's how you shut your mouth. And then after that, you go to another victim doing the same thing. For me, it's like a movie. We actually hear this kind of thing only in the movie. But this thing become a reality, guys, in our society. And that's why I'm continuing saying that, please, Cameroon authority, if this came to your attention, look into this matter. Because we may be having a sick person who abusing our children for many years in Cameroon. And this cannot be good with our country. This cannot be good for us. This cannot be good in the eyes of the world. We need to find the truth in this issue of Hervé Bopda. And if this gentleman is actually innocent, people trying to talk about him should be punished. Should be punished. And then if it happened that he's guilty, he has to be punished as well. We're just standing here talking just because we want to bring a light. We want to rise the matter up so that some people who got the right of looking in this matter can take the action. That is the reason why I talk about this today. Guys, my name is Alphonse Fokou. Have a good time. At the moment it's 2 o'clock in the morning. That's the time I'm doing this video. I just have to say that let me raise this issue again so that the competent people can take the action. Let punish who deserve to be punished. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video.